I think I could easily be wrong, but I know we have two youngest riders here at 23, and I think Mackenna is one of them.
Yeah, she has been a part of the Eventing Under 25 program for the last couple of years. A very talented pair. She has a lovely horse in Landioso. She was very well placed in the dressage last year with a beautiful test, so she's looking to duplicate that dressage performance and have a wonderful clear cross country this time around.
Well, here we are at the Kentucky Horse Park for this best weekend all year of competition in the Rolex Kentucky 3-day event presented by Land Rover. Dressage takes center stage in the Rolex Stadium today, Thursday, and tomorrow, Friday. Cross country then around Derek DeGrazia's course here in the Bluegrass on Saturday, and back then for Richard Jeffries show jumping in the stadium on Sunday. Well, before we welcome in young rider Mackenna Shea and Landioso, let's get a quick word from Frankie.
Well, Mackenna and Avery Clinic actually share being the youngest two competitors in this competition. They're only 23 years of age and just happen to be best friends as well. Stabled next to each other, so a lot of excitement out of these two combinations. Back to you in the booth.
Well, second year in a row that Mackenna has been the youngest competitor. She was a Rolex rookie here last year at 22. As Gina said, was right up there after dressage. They were second in the 3-star at Galway Downs just last month, and won an advanced at Twin Rivers out on the west coast as well.
Mackenna, one of many riders that have made the trek out from the west coast. Not as long of a trip as our European friends that came over, but a long enough trek for sure. Just see her shoulder in angle, not as consistent as Liz's that we saw earlier, just wavering a little bit on and off the line, but a beautiful transition into her half pass. Beautiful cadence and rhythm in this horse's trot. She'll get good scores on those.
I don't know if she works exclusively with, but she works with B. DeGrazia, Derek's wife, out in California, isn't that right?
Yeah, and she's based with Tamara Smith in Temecula. She's been working with Tammy for a long time. Good mentor to be following, as Tammy has a great string of horses. A nice job on her extension, a good maintenance of the frame. She's really lengthened the horse's strides there, and good transitions both into and out of the extended trot. Same on the shoulder in though, just a little bit wavering in and out of the angle. The judge at C can see that really well, not as much the judge at M and the judge at E. So when you see a difference of the 3 scores, part of that is where the judges are based in the arena. They can see a slightly different perspective, a slightly different angle. And because we are looking at such fine details about the accuracy of how the movement is placed, every judge in the ring gets a slightly different perspective on that. She had nice immobility in that halt. And this horse has quite a lot of experience in the ring. He's competed a lot in a lot of different places, and you can see that here in her confidence in her walk work. Able to lengthen her reins, lengthen the horse's frame with a lot of confidence that he's not going to try to break to the trot.
And last year's dressage result has to give us super confidence as well. You know, to know that you can come in against a field like this and do that bit.
Yes, definitely. It can be intimidating, you know, for these younger riders that are coming in competing against the list of Olympians and world champions and world ranked riders. Can be very intimidating for these young riders, but both of these ladies are very confident. They've had great preparation. A little bit late preparing for her change. She looked like she was set up well coming into the counter and then just got a little muddled getting prepared to ask for that flying change, and it was quite late from happening. But she needs to put that behind her and focus on move forward, look forward to her next movements and how she can pick some of those points back up that she's lost on that movement. Conservative on that extension there. She could have probably gone a bit more, tried to lengthen his stride more, really shown the judges the power and the adjustability in that horse's length of stride. So now she's going to be getting prepared for this change maybe a little bit earlier. You know, horses are such individuals, though. They have good days and bad days just like people, and part of the difficulty and the challenge of our sport is trying to communicate with your teammate who can't speak back to you in your language and trying to understand what that horse needs on that particular day. And, you know, unfortunately, probably not quite the performance that she had on him last year.
Yeah, the big smile yet to come. It will, though, when she looks back. The first half of it, she was right out in front on trending score of Liz Halliday. The canter work just left her a little bit back, but she's not going to be a million miles off the pace either when we get the score in a moment. And this has been, you know, we're only just over halfway through it, but this has been a much more exciting session than I thought it was going to be. I thought Tim Price was maybe going to be our standout. He's down a little bit. Liz Halliday's right up there. Mackenna was very nearly right up there as well.
Yeah, some beautiful